Hello, my loves. I hope today was magical for you. I definitely had a good day today. I am feeling just very insightful. And so the reason I have decided to come on here and do another message is to elaborate on the being of which we are through subconscious and conscious mind. You know, it's quite intriguing when you think about it. The fact that the whole world is simultaneously shifting with time and time shifting with life. Although in conscious thought, we assume only what we've been able to see. And so in that, and in knowing that we cannot see all, and that still in not seeing we are being, we start to relate back to self. What is self? What is it to be? Who are you? What are you? Do you exist? And many would say, well, yes, of course, I have a personality. What am I? Well, I'm a human. I'm an organism. I'm an organism of this planet, of the environment. And in that, the environment of my body, of my mind, of the universe. And yet it's all within and without. And there's this vast conception that in being who we are meant to operate in a certain construct of that which we are, but we are nothing more than what the conscious is making aware, and thus there's much more than all that we are aware of, and more than which we are showing and being and acting in this play of life. The roles we play. And you see, a child is not concerned about the roles that the child plays. It just plays the roles. It just lets the environment move within the environment in the most natural way possible. And it's in only bringing exterior environments into that environment that causes the individual, the child, the conscious being of awareness in that moment to step from the unconscious, subconscious, into the conscious. And if that child was to act out of character, we would assume that child was not being who that child is meant to be. And we grow up with this idea of how we are supposed to be functioning amongst humanity. And Alan Watts talks about this deeply, and he has just so many profound teachings. But the reality is that we really are nothing, and we really are something. And we must protect that which we inhabit. But this is also a thought. And thus, it could only be a small portion of what is. And in knowing there's more, we have the ability to discover more, to create more, to be more. And so, we don't need to hold on to who we were in any moment. We were, but we are. And relative to thinking and knowing and being, the past, the future, and now, is there really separation? Or is it just what it is? Are we just running off of a conscious system which is fragmented and distorted from what the real reality is? Needless to say, the choices we make based on our conscious awareness and unconscious being, we give off a specific style of character, of role, which allows people to relate based on their world of conscious awareness, which can prevent us from connecting, because awareness is only but a small portion of knowing. And logic, well, logic can only get you so far before logic is just not enough, because the mind can only go so deep. The mind runs, the brain, subconscious levels of operation, mechanisms beyond thought process. But the environment, the body, the feelings of recognition are operational, conscious triggers of knowing, and thus our intuition through this. We fear feeling. We fear judgment. We fear the scrutiny of societal expectation and the ideas that we have consciously brought to our awareness through acts that hindered our subconscious flow. But to know this is to be able to change this. Is to be able to make a conscious decision to act in the way that you would like to act. In a way that doesn't portray all else but the individual soul of which you are. We all are, but yet we are all the same. We share all in the same. There is a way of being individual. It is not easy, but you do not have to follow the path of anyone, and even in following anyone, you are still individual. You still hold something special beyond what appears conscious, the being of you. And it's beautiful. But to think so deeply that there's so much illusion to be removed, to allow us to grow and evolve and move past the brick and mortar ideas of what life is and what a being is and how a being gets to those conclusions. That too is structured. How can it be in only one way or the highway, in control, when creativity and curiosity and flow is but the essence of life in its most natural form? And to try to escape it and to try to box it into one form of being and acting is not in alignment with true life essence, true life effects because all is affecting all, and we do not control it. We can only control what is conscious, but there is so much beyond what is conscious in this moment. You aren't part of your simple 8-meter radius of energy being, but you are beyond that, and there is beyond you, and all affecting all. So take care of you in what you can consciously see and experience. And in doing so, you affect based on that. Thus the law of attraction. However, the being always exists. There is always more. So, stop getting stuck on what was, or even what is, or even what could be. Instead, create. Transition your thought patterns into something that is elevated beyond that. Hence, why there are energy workers to see beyond. Wow, there's just so much to this. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I am sending my love, my light, my encouragement, and I hope that you allow yourself to feel and be in essence of all that you choose to be. For it's all that can be, but yet not all that is. So, sending my love one more time, and we will talk soon.